Hello, good morning. Good morning. Sab Changasi, how are you guys? How are you doing? All right. कैसे हो भाई आप लोग? How are you doing? क्या हाल चाल सब मजा मा? जय जिनेंद्र सत श्री अकाल. Good morning. So yeah, let's tell me what's going on at this moment in your preparation lives. What is going on in your preparation lives? How many of you are steno aspirants here? Steno वाले एक बार हाँ. Too tense. John Wick is too tensed. John Wick, with your name, you should not be tensed, okay? You should be a very confident, psychopathic person. See, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't feel. Yeah, the idioms and OWS compilation is posted in your Brahmos thing. Alright. See, for steno aspirants, mostly at around 12 o'clock today or by evening 4 o'clock, you'll have one video where we will talk about the English paper. Okay, for steno aspirants, English is the key. So, English part, I'll dive. Actually, we are working on the video. The slides are there. There are a couple of compilations that I want to give you guys so that you can use them. The work is going on with respect to the compilations. So compilations and steno video will be given to you today. Okay. Now all the rest of you, yeah, maths formula book. Maths formula book. It's not practically easy at this moment. Okay. WhatsApp replies will start after the live session. Sitting in the live class, I can't give you a WhatsApp reply, right? Yeah. So shall we start? Shall we get started? Good to start. Yes. No. Yes. 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 Sahil best. No. क्यों भाई? Sir, is there a mistake in books and all this class PYQ number 9? I'll cross check it. All right. So today, I hope you have studied reports and indices yesterday. Did you guys study and attend Astra class? Yes. After CGL prelims too, I lost interest in GS, but you have. Yeah, thank you so much. All right. You have finished it or not? Please tell me. Astra reports and indices. Did you guys finish it? My net is properly working if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Great. Okay. Now please start with the first question. Please start with the first question. Yes, please do this question. The question is, which of the following accurately represents India's trend in global gender gap report? What do you think is going on with gender gap report? First of all, let us recollect what is gender gap report. Who releases it? First things first, who releases it? World Economic Forum releases gender gap report. First thing, okay. And second thing, it's an annual report. It's an annual report, right? It talks about the difference between men and women. and it talks about economic participation, then education, health, everything. Okay, so what happened with respect to ranks? 2025, the rank is 131. Okay, in 2024 it used to be 129. So there was a slippery in the rank. Clear? There was a slippery in the rank. Good. Now let's go to next question. Please do next question. Corruption perception index. Let's do this. Yeah. Let's talk who publishes corruption perception index. Arre. Who publishes it? Oh my goodness. My MacBook is literally torturing me. Alright. So corruption perception index is actually published by Transparency International. Yes. It is done by Transparency International. And the rank is basically based on public sector corruption, etc. etc. Okay. And the scores are actually between 0 to 100. Okay. 0 meaning is your highly corrupt country. 100 refers to a very clean country. 100 refers to a perfectly clean country. Okay. Alright. So 2026, the latest rank, 2026, the latest rank, India's rank is 91 out of 182. India's score, the latest score of India, it is 39 out of 100. Okay. Clear? When are these reports? Usually they are published annually. These reports are usually published annually. See, they are asking you weightage of indices. For weightages part, you can refer to the Astra notes that is there. Right? Please see this question. Energy Transition Index. According to 2025 Energy Transition Index, which of the following is a key priority for enhancing energy system flexibility? First, who releases ETI? Who releases ETI? This ETI is released by World Economic Forum. See, this question is again, this is a question where you will be able to handle without even knowing what it is. What is the question? Energy Transition Index. You want to increase the flexibility. Can you increase flexibility by increasing fossil fuels? Can you increase it? No. You coal fired plants? No. Oil imports? No. But this is a environmentally friendly option. This is an environmentally friendly option. So even if you don't know the question, you can handle it. You will have at least 2 or 3 such questions in your paper. You should have a keen observation. Have a keen observation at the questions, at the options. You'll have at least 2 or 3 questions like this in the paper, right? Now ETI rank of India in 2025, India's rank is 71st rank. India's rank is 71st rank. First rank went for Sweden. Okay, so this rank, this index talks about how a country is transitioning energy efficiency, grid reliability, clean energy, energy access, renewable energies, all these kind of things are discussed as a part of this. Okay, this again is a 0 to 100 score. 0 is a low score and a high is a very good score. Okay, so this is about this question, right? And again, this is 2025 ranking, right? Just a minute. This is 2025 rank. 2026 India's rank is 70. So India increased its rank. All right, India's rank went better, score went better. I will write it in a bit clean manner. थोड़ा cleanly लिख दूंगा so that you can revise it properly. Let me write it properly in a fairly neat way. Give me 1 minute. थोड़ा clean लिख देता हूँ. you can study later. So first is by World Economic Forum. Again, 0 to 100 score. 0 is bad. Okay. India's rank. Okay. India's rank in 2025, it was 71. 2026, it is 70. Okay. Earlier score it is 53.3, and now the score has improved to 54.9. So the score and situation has improved. Score and situation has improved. All right. And the first rank is Sweden. Both years it is Sweden. Sweden still stays at the top. Okay. So this is this. See, providing is not a point, right? Anyways, I'm writing here on the slide. You can take a sheet of paper and you can write it there. I'm writing here, na? Right. Now you see next question. Global Peace Index. Please try this. What is the role of positive peace in the context of violent conflict and economic instability? See, all these are AI based questions. So if you take a look at the options, you can definitely handle it. Role of positive peace. Role of positive peace क्या होता क्या है भाई? It measures the number of conflicts. 50-50. Let us still wait. Calculates percentage of GDP lost due to war. Loss of war is not a positive peace. Eliminated. It predicts a military expenditure trend. Again, 50-50. You see, it identifies structural factors that promote peace. Positive peace, promote peace. So go for this option. Alright. So go for such option. Answer choice C. So these kind of questions, आप थोड़ा दिमाग लगाओ. Don't worry, don't think, no, I don't know this question at all. No, don't do that. Okay. So use this kind of elimination techniques. Now what is Global Peace Index? Global Peace Index, this is released by an organization called as Institute of Economics and Peace. This is released by Institute of Economics and Peace, and it talks about the safety, security of the countries. It sees how safe, what are the ongoing conflicts. Okay, what are the ongoing conflicts? What is militarization? Kya chal kya raha hai? What is happening around? Okay, this is what it is there. And what is a positive peace concept? The positive peace concept is, the meaning of positive peace is, what are the institutions? How are you creating peaceful societies? Right? What kind of steps you are taking? Now rankings. Usually score ranges between 1 to 5. Score ranges between 1 to 5. 1 is like you have, no, this is more peaceful, and 5 is less peaceful. This you remember. Don't get confused. If the score is 1, it is more peaceful. If the score is 5, it is less peaceful. And ranks wise, in 2025, the rank is 115, and in 2026, the rank is 127. India's rank slipped. Okay. And the topper of the year, performer of the year goes to Iceland. Performer of the year rank goes to Iceland. Okay. Yes. Performer of the year goes to Iceland. This is enough. आदित्य से सर जी वाई डोंट यू गिव मी हिंदी नोट्स क्यों नहीं देते? नहीं दे सकता क्योंकि कोई टाइप करने वाला भी नहीं है भाई. आई डोंट नो हाउ टू टाइप हिंदी, तो आई कांट गिव यू हिंदी. ठीक है. Now you see this question. Please see this question. Which city was ranked the most livable city in Global Livability Index? You have to know this. There is no option. You must know this. Okay. The answer is Copenhagen. Copenhagen, correct. No, Copenhagen is correct. Who releases it? First thing, Economic Intelligence Unit. Economic Intelligence Unit. First rank in the world, Copenhagen. Now, do you have India's cities in this index? Hai ki nahi? Hai. There are India's cities. Okay. Okay, what is India's rank first? India rank is 120. India's rank is at 120, or India's first city comes at 120. Okay. So at 120th place you have Delhi. At 120th rank you have Delhi. Okay. Then you have Mumbai. Mumbai is at 121. Then you have Chennai. Chennai is at 123. Then Bangalore is at 127. I am really surprised with such an air quality. How can Delhi be in the first place out of India? I am still surprised. Okay. This index measures the stability, health, then it talks about culture, and it talks about environment, and then it talks about education, it talks about infra. It measures all these factors. Okay, it measures all these factors. So maybe if measurements are correct, I know at least cities such as maybe Bombay or Bangalore should be in a better place, because I'm sure I've been to both the cities. Bangalore is much livable. Though I am from Hyderabad, I agree Bangalore is much livable. I mean, in my personal opinion, I would obviously vote for Hyderabad. Hyderabad is more cosmopolitan in nature. You have very less language issues, especially if you are from northern part of the country and you want to come to Hyderabad and you want to work here. Definitely, you don't have a language problem. You don't have cultural problem also, cuisine problem also. Okay, Lucknowi, Nawabi biryani and all. You have Hyderabad biryani food and all. So Hyderabad is much better compared to various other cities. Okay, ranks and all, please go by this class, because this class I'm giving you updated numbers. Even Astra's slides are updated with the latest ranks. Okay, Astra slides are also updated with latest ranks. Okay, right. Now, sixth question. What about Tirupati? I have a problem. I have a complaint with Tirupati here. I don't want to stand in queue. Namaskar. Now you try this question. Which Swiss-based business school is known for producing annual competitiveness ranking? World competitiveness ranking. Which school? It is IMD Business School. Very good. It is IMD Business School. So it is done by Institute of Management and Development. This is in Switzerland. In 2026, first rank goes to Singapore. In 2026, first rank goes to Singapore. In 2025, first rank went to Switzerland. First rank went to Switzerland. And in 2025, okay, so in 2025, India's rank was 41. And in 2026, sorry, India's rank slipped to 44. Okay. These are the values that you need to know. 2026 it is Singapore, India is 44, 5 it is this. So India's rank slipped down. Okay. Happy? Next. Please see this question. Global Cities Index. I have a doubt regarding reports and research papers. Current 1 year is mandatory. Meditation world 1 year is mandatory. You know the trend also, that's good. Reports and indices, rankings and all, you stick to this class. Itna bas hai bhai. Global Cities Index of Oxford Economics, which two cities retained their top positions? London and New York retained their top positions. Which city are you from? My niece is disturbing you. What should I do? What is the age of your niece? It depends on what to do. What is your niece age? London, New York. London and New York, yes. Okay. So currently, India has India's top 5 cities. India's top 5 cities. India's top 5 cities. Delhi, 273. Mumbai again, this is at 330. Bangalore is at 331. Chennai is at 360. Pune is at 390. These are India's top 5 cities. Okay, India's top 5 cities. Pune is closer to the nature, yes. Bangalore is 331, Chennai 360, Mumbai 330, Delhi 273 again. Okay, next question. What initiative in Visakhapatnam aims to provide inclusive spaces for differently abled children? This is one question where you don't need to know anything, okay? It is just all abilities park. All abilities abled children. It's all abilities park. Okay, no, not smart school initiative. No. No, not smart school. See, inclusive spaces are not schools, na. It's public space. Yeah, it's public spaces, dear. Vineet. Okay. Yes, Aryan. Theory class is completed. Theory class was done in Astra. So we are doing questions today. Good. Now you do this question. UN Sustainable Development Report of 2024. UN Sustainable Development Reports of 2024. Again, the answer is there within the question. Sustainable Developmental Goals. Can someone tell me what are the Sustainable Developmental Goals? By the way, let us take a look at the ranks. Okay. United Nations Sustainable Developmental Report, UNSDR 2026. Currently, India rank is 94. India's rank is 94. Okay. First rank goes to Finland. 94 out of 169 is India's rank. India's rank is this. Yes, there are 17 sustainable developmental goals. What is the target year? What is the target year for SDGs? And India's rank again improved. Yes. SDGs, it is 2030. Good, cool. Perfect. This question, please. Please do this question. 2024 Travel and Tourism Developmental Index. Which of the following best describes the global trends in tourism? Let us see the question. The options. Let's see the options. Low income countries dominate top 30 scorers. Is it practically possible? Is it even possible? No, this is gone. Developing nations outranked advanced economies. No, this is also wrong. The Americas and MENA countries, Middle East and North African countries account for top 30. How can you have North African countries in the top 30 rankings? No. So this is the option. Top 30 are high income economies, Europe and Asia Pacific. This is a much wider, practical, realistic answer. See, please understand, all these reports are published by, majority of these reports are published by European countries. So there you will have Eurocentricity which is inbuilt, which is there within the rankings. So this is your option. Now I'm sure now when you have these kind of questions, you will use proper logical elimination where you will handle the question, okay? It's a biennial index. This is biennial index. It happens once in 2 years. So we have 2024 rankings only yet. So in 2024, India's rank was 39. India was at 39th rank. India was at 39th rank. Okay? US was at first rank. India was at 39. India improved. India definitely improved. So by the time of your CGL exam, please see if there is a 2026 ranking published on that day. If so, you can take a look at it. Right? Now you see this question. What is the key factor in assessing global firepower in strength ranking? Firepower, by it is defense budget, obviously defense budget. Yes. So who publishes it? Any idea? Who publishes it? This is published by an organization called Global Firepower. Okay. It is done by an organization called Global Firepower. India's rank is interestingly superb. 4th rank. India's rank is 4th rank. 1 is USA. 2 is Russia. Okay. Then 3 is China. 4 is India. Right? Abhi, if Russia is in 2nd place, all the firepower of Russia anyways belongs to India. India's firepower belongs to Russia. So you can say India and Russia together, they are in 1st place also for fun. Okay. So this is global firepower ranking. Yeah, 5th is South Korea. Good. Now you see this question. Napak is not there. Okay. Now you see this question. 12th question. India's Economic Freedom 2025 is published by who? Index of Economic Freedom is published by which conservative think tank? See, hint word is here. Conservative think tank prefer an Indian option, or at least something, the name at least something that sounds Indian, that sounds conservative. Go for Heritage Foundation. Okay, this is how elimination series is taught, right? Usually this is how elimination series is taught. So the Heritage Foundation, you can go for it. It publishes Index of Economic Freedom. Okay, right. So 2025. But please be careful. Thoda soch samajh ke apply these kind of things. 2025, right? India's rank is 128. India's rank is 128. And in 2026, India's rank is 132. India's rank is 132. Okay. And in 2026, first rank went for Singapore. India's rank went to Singapore. Okay. Next is World Press Freedom Index. Higher ranking means what? Higher ranking means what? Obviously, great freedom. See, again here, 3 options: more governmental control, more censorship, low public trust. A is similar to C is similar to D. So odd man out, B is correct. Odd man out, B is correct. Who publishes this? Who publishes this? This is published by Reporters Sans or Borders or Reporters Without Borders. There is an organization called as Reporters Without Borders. Good. Reporters Without Borders. So it talks about how much freedom it is there, what is journalist safety, etc. etc. Alright. So in 2025, India's rank was 151. And in 2026, the rank fell to 157. Okay, in 2025, the score was somewhere around 32.9. The score fell to 31.9. Score thoda reduce ho gaya. Score reduced. And first rank, topper of the race is Finland. Topper of the game is Finland. Yeah, Anjana Om Kashyap. See, India, it is very clear that no media in India is neutral. Media in India supports either government or ruling, I mean either ruling or opposition, some or the other, because in India media activity is heavily subsidized. India media activity is heavily subsidized. The cost of newspaper is very less. So they are dependent upon advertisements. Okay, now this question. Who publishes logistical performance index? Who publishes logical performance index, please? World Bank? Yes. Logistical performance index is published by World Bank. And in 2025, there is a version update that happened. Right? In 2025, there is a version update. Now they are also talking about what is basically logistical performance index is how a country has a very good supply chain, how you have good logistics. Okay, how you have good logistics. So till earlier, till previous rankings, they used to give a number. For example, in 2023, India's rank was 38. But in 2025, there is a new version of LPI being published, and in this version, they will not give you any single rank. They will tell you logistics are slow or fast. This is more of a subjective thing, whether the country is well connected or not, reliable or not. So now they are not giving you any kind of numbers in LPI. Till 2023, there were rankings. Singapore was first, India was 38th rank. All that was there. Now it is more of a subjective ranking. Okay, so it talks about how fast, how connected you are, how reliable you are. Okay, it takes all the shipmental data. This is logistical performance index. Clear? The change in LPI and LPI 2.0 has changed. This is LPI. ठीक है. Now let's see next question. Sorry. Please see this question. India's rank in global happiness index is lower than South Asian neighbors. Yes. India's GDP per capita is lowest in South Asia. No. Now, if you are going by an elimination series, lower than, comparative degree, correct. Lowest, extreme ended statement, wrong. So 1 is correct, 2 is wrong. But no, not like that. See, in the entire South Asia, you definitely have certain countries such as Afghanistan, Pakistan. These kind of countries are there. So obviously it is not practically possible to have it at the lowest point. But it is lower than other countries because India's population is much higher. India's population is much higher when you compare it with the populations of Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh. See, India's population is much higher. So when you have higher India's population, what is per capita? Per capita is GDP upon population, right? Per capita is the national income upon population. India's denominator base is higher. Because India's denominator base is high, our GDP per capita is actually lesser. Okay, even it is the other indexes also. These indices, India's values are lesser because India's overall numbers are, the base is higher. Okay, so yes, India's rank is much lesser compared to other South Asian neighbors. Even in happiness index also it is higher because, I mean, it is lower because obviously we have larger population. It is difficult for us to satisfy everything or provide everything. So that is the reason why we have these kind of problems. Okay, right. Now let us see what is global happiness index. What is global happiness index? What is global happiness index? Who publishes it? See, I don't believe in elimination classes, Ram Pratap. Personally, I don't believe in elimination classes. Elimination has to come from the logic. Elimination should not be based on stupid statements. Okay, for example, if I say this statement uses a extreme worded statement, extreme worded thing, so the statement is wrong, I consider this as a stupid thing. Yeah, GDP per capita are definitely lower because population is higher. Okay, so global happiness index is published by who? UNSDN. Very good. United Nations Sustainable United Nations Sustainable Developmental Network or Solutions Network. Yes, that is a publisher. It's a recent report. Yes, it's a Wellbeing Research Center along with UNSDN. They are publishing it. India's rank is 115. India's rank is 115. First ranker is Finland. Yes. Okay. Right. Next question. Please see this question. Please see this question. Human Development Index can increase even if income drops. Yes, there are various other factors. Improvements in life expectancy and education can offset income decline. Yes, you are right. Good. Human Development Index HDI is very very important. What are the three dimensions that are measured? What are the three dimensions that are measured? Health, education, standard of living. Very good. Nice. And HDI is scored between 0 to 1. Right, HDI is scored between 0 to 1. India's score is at 0.685 and India's rank is at 130. India's rank is at 130. Please see this question. Henley Passport Index. Greater visa fee, visa on arrival. See, we will now tell me based on the questions that you saw till now, what did you understand about the topic of reports and indices? What did you understand about this topic? Yes, if you are a little aware of what goes on around, if you have a broader picture of everything, you can handle the questions. You need some amount of common sense. Observation, options are eliminatable. So, what do you need to do is see, after this class is completed, what you do is you sit for a while, you take each report, you see what is what. Develop some understanding what goes on around. For example, you see this question: which region has become new epicenter of global terrorism? Try to answer this question. Try to answer this question. Let us eliminate options. Southeast Asia, no chance. Central Asia, no chance. Middle East and North Africa, Central Sahel region of Sub-Saharan Africa. Which one do you prefer? If it is between North Africa versus Sub-Saharan Africa, I would wait. Still, North Africa is an oil-rich country, whereas the central part of Africa is where you have lot of conflict that is going on. Central part of Africa is where you have lot of conflict going on. Middle East, you don't have any terrorism. Middle East, you don't have any kind of terrorism. Middle East is a stable country. Middle East, as in the Arabian Peninsula. I am not talking about Yemen, Libya and all. The core Arabian Peninsula. Right? So, we will go with option B, which is closer. So, broader overview is necessary. You have to know certain facts only. Yes. For facts, what do you need to study in facts? For example, if there is a report, the facts are publisher, parameters, India's rank, and along with this, you just develop a basic overview. Understand what is what goes on around. Then all analytical questions are easy. All analytical questions are very easy. For these three, you need to have facts. Okay. Clear? Now you see this question. This is a standard question. Everybody knows this. Try it out. Good. World Bank. No doubt World Bank. What is the ranking? What is going on? What was the last ranking? Do you know when was this report published last? When was this report published last? This report was last published in 2021. Exams are still asking this. Now it was 2021. This was replaced by a report called as Be Ready report, and India is not even there in this list. In 2026, it is expected that India will be in the list. Okay. So last rank where India saw itself was 63. Okay, so if let's say you went for an ACIO exam or you are writing an ACIO exam, you will have ACIO next year. If you write it, please don't quote this. ये तो हो गया इसका. The zamana is over. But India is now producing India's own ease of doing business. India is producing its own ease of doing business. See this question. Who publishes it? What is what, etc. Let us talk. India has now its own ease of doing business. First, let us guess which ministry could be doing this. Guess the ministry. Who publishes it? Guess the ministry. Yes, there is a department called as Department of Industrial Policy, Promotion and Trade. Okay, there is a department that takes care of, yes, there is a department that takes care of industrial policy, just like DOPT department that takes care of job postings, etc. Here we have Department for Promotion of Industry and Trade. In fact, industry and internal trade. So that department publishes India's own ease of doing business. Okay, so this is published by India's own ease of doing business rankings report, And the answer for this question is NCA21 portal. Okay, cool. Now next question. Please try next question. Sustainable Developmental Goals Index published by Niti Aayog. Foreign trade performance, public sector enterprises, monetary policy. This is nonsense. Yes, very good. So this is published by Niti Aayog. This talks about how we are progressing towards SDGs. SDGs are important. So this talks about how we are going towards SDGs. Okay, good. Next question, please. Which initiative highlighted that account ownership in India has reached about 89%? Which report? Now, this you might be stuck between feasible health and this. The possibility is you are stuck between B and D. Gross global index is wrong. Gross financial index is wrong because gross financial index will talk about the overall health, but account ownership talks more of financial inclusion. It is more of financial inclusion. Okay, feasible health. Feasible health of any country refers to are you handling your balance of payments or not? Are you able to service your debt properly or not? Feasible health of a country talks about the debt servicing capacities. Are you able to service your debt? Are you able to generate more money? This is feasible health. But account ownership is financial inclusion, which comes under financial education. So you go for option choice D, not for B. Okay. This is how you can handle these questions. This talks about the highlights about the success of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana and all. Now you see this question. Very good. You actually, it is best to skip it. It's best to skip it. The answer is 2010, but yes, you can skip it. Good to skip. Very good decision. But yeah, it's perfect to skip it. Now there are a couple of things that I want to tell you about. Now WPI. WPI talks about wholesale price index. This is actually used to measure inflation. This is used to measure inflation, and there is a year which is called as base year. Okay, what is the meaning of base year? Is simple year. Let's say if I say 2011-12 is the base year, I am now in 2025-26. Okay, one kilo of onions in 2011-12 is 50 rupees. Now it is, let us say, 75 rupees. I would say there is a 50% increase in the price of onions. The comparison year is called as base year. Reference year is called as base year, and usually okay, usually the base year value is always kept at 100. Now with respect to WPI, there are certain current affair updates that you need to know. First thing is, in 2026, is exactly in the month of June here, they changed things. The changes are, new base year is now kept at 2022-23. This they can ask you. This is in current affairs. First thing, base year is changed. This report was submitted in 2026. In April, the report was submitted, And in the June report, the base year changed. The new base year is 2022-2023. For this, the chairman who did this is Ramesh Chand. Okay, so the old data, they will not ask you a question on old data, but new data is important. Old you forget, but new data is relevant for you. Okay, there is a new base year. The new base year is 2022-23. This changed. No, 2022-23 here. Let me verify. Let us not make a mistake on this, because let me cross check and tell you. No, I am correct. 2022-23 is the base year, because I don't want to make any mistake. This is very latest one. Yeah, I will share you the PIB document and I will show you, so that neither of us are busy, neither of us make a mistake. Let me show you proper PIB document, because these errors are unforgivable, right? So this is a PIB document. Okay, so base year is 2022 to 2023. This changed as late as 2026. Very recently this has changed. This was based on a technical advisory committee that is there. Items number has also increased, right? So this is it. Cool. Okay, now I'll come back to my screen. Okay, I did not make a mistake. I don't want to risk making a mistake. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so this is about WPI. This has changed. What is CPI base year? Let us clear this confusion also here itself. Consumer price index. No, that has also changed. CPI has also changed. Okay, let me show you that document also. This changed in the month of February. CPI also changed. February 2026, first press release of consumer price index on base 2024. So the base year is 2024, 2023, 24 or 24 is the base year. Okay, so this is CPI. And in CPI, remember, after you can take a screenshot of this if necessary. This chart, what are included in CPI, this is important. They will ask you this thing when it is in CPI in economics. They will ask you this thing. This chart is important, right? So this is the data. Go through this. I will okay, I'll give you this link in the chat section now itself, so that no, CPI is not reports and indices, it's economics. Okay, I have given you the link. Okay, I will pin this. I have pinned it also. All right, so use it. This they will ask you in the exams here. Okay, thoda usko revise karo. We will anyways do it in current affairs also, but nevertheless, CPI, WPI, these are important. Okay, cool. Right, now let's go for next question. Please do this question. Napoleon. Right. See, try this. Do this question. State of World Children Report could be published by who? Again, elimination. UNICEF is for children, right? United Nations International Children Fund. UNICEF, yes. And they can ask you themes of these kind of things, okay? So in 2025, latest report, the theme is ending child's poverty. Ending child poverty, this is a theme. Do this question, please. Times rankings, IISc, no doubt, undisputedly IISc. IISc Bangalore. Yes. Okay, Times Higher Education Rankings or Asia Rankings. Asia, India's one is IISc, there is no doubt. Alright. India's first is IISc and Asia's first is in China. Asia's first university is in China. Okay. Yes, IISc is number one university in India. Okay. What about this question? What will you do with this? क्या करोगे? What will you do with this kind of question? Which option will you pick? Option E, skip. No, it's not really mandatory to remember ranks here. Very good. Option E, skip. Okay. I will not even disclose answer for this. I will not discuss answer for this also. But Hema committee was appointed to discuss the problems of Malayalam film industry. Problems of Malayalam film industry. Okay. This is Hema committee. This you need to know. See, for CGL and all, know what is the report, what are the parameters. You have more of analytical questions in CGL. So you don't ideally have to run behind rankings, okay? Rankings, to chhod do bhai. Honestly, leave the ranking part. Understand the analysis. If the question is on analysis, happily answer it. If it is on rankings, na, you learn the rankings of only certain top reports. Most important reports you know. Beyond this, not really needed. Okay, rankings and all they're asking in CHSL MTS papers. That is the reason why I'm showing you the questions also. See, ranks are all in CHSL papers. You take CGL paper, you have analysis based questions only. CPO, analysis type of questions, right? CGL again, steno also analysis questions. So yes, this is how the questions are. Now you see this question. Please see this question. How many countries were ranked in? This ideally is also a skip question, okay? This is also a skip question. World Press Freedom Index. This is published by Reporters Without Borders. The scores are between 0 to 100. Okay. 0, closer to 0, you have more freedom. And closer to 100, you have higher freedom. Okay. India's rank is 157. If I'm in your place, I will skip ranks. I will understand what the report is and I will skip ranks. Now you try this question. Try to eliminate it. Think and eliminate the question. The question is, which of the following is not a pillar of export preparedness index in India? Yeah. Export preparedness index. It's neither. This is prepared by Niti Aayog. And there are 4 pillars. Pillar number 1 talks about overall policy. Okay. Overall policy. Second is about business ecosystem. The answer is neither or. Because it to hoga hi na. They will be there. Second is business ecosystem. Third is export ecosystem. And the fourth one is export performance. These are the pillars. See, you can actually handle this question again by wisdom. It's export preparedness. So to hoga na, you will have export policy, you'll have business environment. So not ka to sawal hi nahi hai. There is no question of not. And these are the pillars. Now you see this question. Which country topped environmental performance index of 2024? See, EPI, you prefer Estonia. Because 2024, 2025, it's the same country that is there, Estonia. Estonia topped in this ranking, okay? What about this question? Yes, skip karo, don't run. It's not practically possible to learn these kind of things. But this question is important. You should be able to handle these kind of questions because there is one specific reason. In 2026, if I'm not wrong, State of Forest report was published. 2025 or 2026, let me check. Yeah, in 2025, State of Forest report was published. I will show you the report. This is important. I am expecting questions from this. I'll tell you the reason also. Let me show you the PIB article that is necessary. See, this is about forest report. Okay, State of Forest report in India 2025. Okay, this report was published as late as October or something like that, and this was published actually after your CGL was completed, if I'm not wrong. And last year CGL, there are no questions from this. So there are likely chances that this year in CGL there can be questions on State of Forest report. Okay, thoda State of Forest report you please study and go. State of Forest report you please prepare and go. There can be questions on State of Forest report. State of Forest report, there will be questions. They will ask you which state has highest cover, which state has lowest cover, for which state it increased, and for which state it decreased. These kind of things they will ask you. Okay, now you see this question. Which is the first state to link its forest ecosystem with the green GDP? It is Kerala. Kerala, 100% literacy. This state has done that. Okay. Now the next question. World Poverty Clock is released by which organization? World Data Lab. Okay. Now I will show you one document and I'll talk to you what to study. Okay. So after this class is completed, I will publish this document to you. Okay. We will give you this document. This document contains the selected list of reports and indices questions, or we will give you the all the questions of reports and indices asked in 2025. Now what do you need to do? What you need to do is very simple. Okay, prepare a Word document where you have a document like this. You insert a table. You insert a 2-column table or a 3-column table where you have report, summary, ranks or remarks. You prepare a table like this. For example, let's say global cities index. You spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes on this index, understand everything that is there. You understand a brief summary scenario of this. You write a couple of points. Then if a rank is there which you have to remember, you write a rank, and or else you don't write a rank. So in this manner, you prepare a brief summary of PYQ reports. See, this summary of PYQ reports, even if I give you this document, it does not help you to handle eliminations. So if you have to handle eliminations, you should have an overview, you should have an understanding. So prepare this kind of an understanding so that you can have eliminations, and within reports you can conveniently skip the topic of rankings. Rankings part up skip karo. Skip rankings and prepare a report like this, prepare a sheet like this, and you improve your ability to eliminate. Improve your ability to eliminate, so that if there are 2 questions on reports and indices, you can handle at least 1 analytical question, and 1 question if it is optional, options based, or if it's factual, you skip it. This is how you handle the reports and indices topic. Okay, equip yourselves to eliminate it, and then you can handle this topic very conveniently. Clear? You understood what to study, what is needed, what is not needed, right? Yeah, you can definitely eliminate, expect 1 question around for a shift. 1 question per shift, you can expect it. Okay. Yeah, the updated Astra slides are actually shared if I'm not wrong, or else it will be shared. Or else it will be shared. Okay. Alright. Thank you. Thank you so much. So this concludes our session. This successfully concludes our Kavach series. Tomorrow there is no class. On 15th of August, there is one special class where I want every one of you to attend, and we will solve all GD questions. We will solve all static GK questions asked in GD papers of 2025. That's a special class. In the class, once that is done, then we will do revision. You can do revisions. Okay. So the topic wise of static GK, we can say that it is concluded. The topic wise part is concluded. One special class on 15th of August at around 10 o'clock or something like that. We will meet and we will solve all static GK questions asked in GD papers of 2026. And after that, please revise static GK. See, today's class, by the end of today's class, you know what is important, what to study. For every topics starting from, let me share my screen and talk. Topics, yeah. So after the end of today's class, you have a complete understanding on what are high return on investment topics, what are low return on investment topics. For example, sports rules you studied. You know what sports are important, what rules are important. Next thing, you have studied personalities. And within personalities, you know Olympics and Paralympics, this is important. There is Commonwealth Games that are concluded. There can be questions on this you know. Dance forms, you know it is important. Music, you know Raga, Tala, foundations you are studying, this you have to study. Folk dances, you are restricting your folk dances, festivals and fairs to special things such as Northeast, etc. Festivals and fairs, you are going for Northeast. Folk dances also you are doing Northeast and Central India, rest you are skipping. For reports and indices topic, you are sticking to the analytical portion. If it is ranking, feel free to skip it. Right? Awards and appointments, you are pushing it to current affairs. So you have a complete understanding on what is what in static GK, and you have enough resources as well to revise static GK, right? You have enough resources as well to revise static GK. Yeah, once it is done, you will include it. Similar thing for books and authors, author-centric study you are doing. So now you sit and you analyze everything, you understand what is happened, you comprehend it, and you can start writing tests, and you can start doing active recall through questions and all those things. Okay, clear? All right. Yeah, we will do English and all. I'll tell you the plans. There are very good plans that are being cooked, which will be very helpful to you. Okay, I'll take up longer sessions, not like a series of marathons. I'll take one longer session on English, I'll take sessions. The teaching of YouTube will continue. Okay. Amit Khilor fan page. Even I'm a follower. Even I see videos of Amit Khilor. GS course, you start with modern history. Yes, we will do it. One last push of 40 days, we will give a plan. Okay, you want video on elimination methods, we will do one session on elimination also. Alright. So see you on 15th of August in the special session where we are solving all static GK questions of GD papers. Alright. So let's pull off a curtain to Kavach series. Thank you so much for everybody who came live, who sat live and attended. And thanks for those guys as well who are watching this recorded. I'm sure by the end of this, you have a complete clarity on what to do in static GK. And you can utilize this and you can prepare static GK. Alright. Awards, you have to do it in current affairs. We will do it awards in current affairs. Alright. Okay. So thank you so much. Malli Kaluddam. It's a fan page, I know. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Started with history, important topics. Good. Susan Joseph, wonderful. Yes, Kavach series is concluded. Yes, we will definitely do on and off live sessions. Weekly ones at least. I'll meet you live till the exam is completed. Till your CGL is done, I'll meet you guys live at least once in a week. Some or the other useful sessions we will do. One day we will do RCs, one day close test, one day we will do voice, someday narration, current affairs, then we will do polity, geography, history. So we will do longer sessions, okay? One session a week, we will do longer session. Yesterday I spoke of exam date. Please take a look at it. Right. Thank you so much. Chalo, bye-bye. Yes, please revise this series. This is enough for static GK. All right.